Welcome to the second part of a 7-part series on magnetic workflows. In this series, I'm going to explain the different parts of workflows, how they fit together, and ultimately design and implement a simple workflow. By the end of this series, I hope that you'll have a better understanding of how this feature works and how to best use it to your company's advantage. In this video, I'm going to explain how to create a new workflow from scratch or from a template. I will show you the separate parts of the workflow list page and the workflow edit page. I will dig into each part of the workflow edit page in later videos. The workflow section of the Magnetic app has two main pages, the workflow list page and the workflow edit page. Here is an example of the workflow list page. This page lists all existing workflows in your company, as well as basic information such as their creator date, their creator, their trigger, and the computation time they have used up for each of the last 3 months. As with most magnetic tables, this is interactive and can be ordered and reordered and arranged as you see fit. Above the table is the New Workflow button. Clicking this button will directly lead you to a blank workflow. If you'd rather build a new workflow based on a pre-existing template, click the drop-down to see what it has to offer. Additionally, you can edit existing workflows by hovering over their row and clicking the pencil icon, or use an existing workflow as a template by clicking the duplication icon. Any of these buttons will take you to the new workflow page, seen here. For the sake of this video, I'm going to go back and create a workflow from a template. I will point out each part of the page and we'll go into them in greater detail in later videos. By default, when opening a template or an existing workflow, it is displayed in locked mode. This mode prevents changes from being made to the actions or conditions. You can use this option to switch from locked mode to simple edit mode or technical mode. Simple edit mode is a convenient display that allows you to modify conditions or actions and inject variables. Technical mode is an advanced display which we will not cover in this tutorial. You can also click Show Tips to display a series of question icons over the page. Hovering your mouse over one of these icons will provide relevant, useful information. At the top of the window, you can enter a descriptive name for your workflow, decide whether it is enabled or not, and whether it can be run only once. The name can be changed at a later date. A workflow with Run Once enabled will disable itself after one execution. This allows you to test the behavior of a workflow in a contained manner. Below these two checkboxes is the Trigger Selection box. This allows you to select the event that will fire off the workflow from a list of options. The next section is a list of conditions. Conditions are tested on each individual event before deciding whether to execute the workflow. Then there is the actions list. Actions are the doing part of a workflow and fire off if conditions are met. On existing workflows, not in this one, there is a table at the bottom of the page. This is the audit table, and we will get to it in the final video of this series. When you've designed and built your workflow, clicking Save will validate it and store it in your company's workflow list. This concludes the explanation of the workflow pages. The next video will explain what triggers are and how to use them.